Did my language settings change on my phone or something? What in the world? Let me go ahead and post this real quick. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going on here. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for the greatest thing you've ever seen in the world? I'm just playing. You're not going to see it yet. Too bad. You got to wait. You'll see it soon. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Never mind. Good afternoon. Are you guys ready for this? Again, the market's going to run up here. You're going to end up running up to that yellow line or somewhere near it. The next thing I would like to see you do is go ahead and hit the top of that weekly box, which is going to be at 68889. So again, 68889. Once you hit that number right there, the next thing we would like to see is a potential shutdown. So that's going to be right before the yellow line We'll see if that's going to be what takes you out. If not, I'm thinking around the yellow line is what's going to take you out. Now, if you get above the yellow line, how do you play it? It's actually the simplest thing in the world. The first thing you're going to do is play to this midpoint right there, that little dotted line. The next thing you're going to do, if it gets above that dotted line, is play to the top. Sometimes you hit the dot line, fall right back down to the bottom, and then run up higher. Sometimes you go straight up to the high first. So it just depends on how much momentum is in the market for us to run up to the top, and for you to go, 500, 400%. You might just go only up 60, 80%, let's just say. But I hope that makes sense. Some days it happens, some days it doesn't. We'll see. Where's the music? There you go. My bad. I was having a little problem with the audio. What's good, Doug? How we doing, brother? You sent some messages on what exactly? On Discord, on... I'll check the Patreon. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I didn't get any notifications from you. Let me know what you messaged me on. My leg. I just made I keep making my legs go, like, fall asleep. That shit is... Don't ask me how, right? Besides the point. All right, let's start the future trading. Load up that Ninja Trader, everybody. Let's try to see if we can double our whole entire account within the next hour, right before FOMC. It's a little challenge we set for ourselves. Whether or not we hit the goal doesn't matter. What matters is us being able to actually see how we could learn from our mistakes and just grow very, very slowly. That's the only thing that matters. Okay, so let me close out of this. Let me open up a couple more tabs here. Oh my god, that shit is so loud. You said private live? I think I messaged you back on that already. I'll try to see if I could check it out here. Okay, we just made 5,000 right there. We're going to give this a second. We're going to hop back into a position here for gold. We're just going to give it a moment, though. Yeah, that was pretty good. Excellent. I got rid of everything now. Just in case it goes down a little bit lower here. Oh, let's see if it touches this white box. More pressing matters, money. I'll take a look again. I'm pretty sure I responded to it. Yeah, I responded to it. So I told you that you said you use TradingView to create your own charts, then write down your method, and you said to show me. Now, the only way that you could possibly show me is if you're on the Discord, or if I have you on Discord. So what I would say to you is just take your time, watch the videos, try as hard as you can, and when you get an opportunity to actually have one-on-ones or speak to me in person, not in person, but, over whatever the hell it is, Discord, whatever chat system, we could speak in person, we could share our screens, I could show you exactly what I'm referring to, how you should do things, I could see what you're doing and how you did things. But until then, what I would say is just pay attention to the buys and sells that I give out. Make sure you have a good safety net. And when you have a good safety net, at that point, then you can decide whether or not you would like to join. Until then, I would not join. Because I take things very serious. And I want to make sure you at least have a little safety net. Because the first month of you joining, it's not about making money. It's about making sure you actually understand this market. And understand the ways you can go about being consistent, whether or not it's a little bit of money or a lot of money. So no matter how much capital you have, it doesn't matter. What matters, again, is you having a safety net. And that's all. That's what we could start with. That makes me feel comfortable. You understand? But yeah, in terms of what we're getting into, and for trades, we just been focusing on calls. I just told everybody focus on calls since the morning. And once the FOMC gets released, we'll see if they actually choose to cut rates. If they do, of course, the market has the potential of running up a little bit more than falling out the sky, if not just straight up falling out the sky. Because a cut in rates is a pivot. A pivot oftentimes throughout history has been met with an aggressive downtrend, right? Like, for example, if I show you my other charts here, and I show you this one report, I should still have it here, right here. This is historically what the Fed does every single time you pivot, as well as what the market does. So when the Fed pivots, every single time the market drops out the sky. Every single time. What that means is, again, if they're starting to pivot, if they're starting to decrease the rates, you will get a drop out the sky. So the next thing I'm really looking for right now, honestly, is, a big ass drop out the sky, because they recently started to actually drop the rates. Now, if they pause, this is where it gets fun. If they pause the rates, I promise you guys, you will see an explosion to the upside like you've never seen before. Whether it takes another 3 months, 4, 6, 9, does not matter. What I'm trying to say is the market's going to run completely to the upside. And maybe in December we'll see a crash. If they pause, that's what's going to happen. If they pivot and they start to decrease the rates continuously, and again, what's going to happen again will be a giant crash. The market will continue to fall. So we're going to start falling towards 580, 590. Of course, the 640s first, the 670s, then 640s, then 610s. But if you get below 610, you're going straight to the 550s. That's the only problem. So what the market wants to, I think, in my opinion, do is make you run up to the 700s. Because if you do run up to the 700s, when you drop, you're only going to end up dropping to the low 600s, maybe the high 500s. You're not going to have a problem of dropping to 550 or 540 or 500, And I think that's what they want. The higher you go, the less you're going to drop down even, lower to a ridiculous level. Like how you did in COVID after 2022. Because 400 is still a safety level. If you go below 400, half the S&P 500, and you can search this up right now. Search it up right now. If the S&P 500 drops below $400, half of the stocks on the S&P 500 will be negative at that point, which means in order for you to trade this market, you're going to have to select certain companies and certain stocks, because I promise you the trends are going to be so insane and so ridiculous, so all over the place. They're not going to match another company. Even if Nvidia, Apple, and SPY all consist of nearly the same thing, you're not going to see them perform the same trends. And that's what's going to happen below 400. Everything's going to be wonky and all over the place. And I don't think they want that no more. So what I think they want is you to run up a little bit higher and then just drop out the sky so they could buy you back up. Because everybody's going to lose money. Once you drop out the sky, everybody's going to get margin called. There's definitely some people that are taking out loans on their shares that went up, 20, 50, 40%. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of chaos within the near future here. But this is perfect for us because chaos equals money. Just like war equals money, it's terrible, but that's just how the system was built. You said you tempted your wife? Yeah, I have a couple cats. I have 3 cats actually. 3 of them. I've had so many cats my whole life. My first cat's name was Smokey. That was when I was like 7, 8. I still remember that. You said world market crash. UB and robotics AI maybe solvable tomorrow's for his. It's all a possibility, John. You never know. All right, everybody. So we're long here on gold right now.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, so we're going long here. Let me just cancel all these damn positions. Oh my god. I need to invite my other account into the futures Discord. We also had to remove some individuals from these other Discords. Okay. So we're done with this. We posted on this server. The next thing I gotta do here is
Order filled.
order filled. There you go. That's another 2,000 right there. Oh, I feel so tired. I feel like I got mad sleep. What's going on here?
Order filled.
Okay, so now we're done. We're done with this, at least for a second here. It's kind of confusing me for a moment. Oh yeah, come on now, Cody. You already know we're ready for that. Let's put some music on while we wait. I need these contracts to get dirt cheap. That's what I need. That's what I want. Let me see. Where's SPY at? I might just go long on the futures right now. Let's go back to the reversal chart.
Order filled.
Yeah, we're going to go long here to continue to play this upside. At least up into the line here. I'll give it 1 second while I get some food. We'll see if we have a large loss or if we have a large win, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Again, I just sold the futures trade right there. $7,000 of profit. Again, $7,000 just from you bouncing above with that little bit of upside right there. That's it. I'm gone. I'm happy with that. 4 trades. 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 4 tr Say that again, Cody. That was ES. That was 40 ES contracts. So not the MES, like the micro, but like the big one, the large one, the big fish. We got a 100-pounder. What's the largest fish you guys have ever caught? I might go long again here. All right, screw it. Let's do it.
Order filled. Order filled.
We're only doing 20 now. Half. If it goes below that blue line, I'm just going to tap out. So again, if it goes below that blue line, I'm just going to stop out. Should be like $1,000, $1,500 like loss right there.
Order filled.
All right, sold it.
Order filled.
Long again.
Order filled.
Wait a second. All right, fill again here. Give it a second. Looks like that's all it wanted for downside. Let me turn on the VRVP indicator. I want to see where all the volume is. Doctor. Welcome. Okay, so all the volume is right above us. Meaning right below that pink line right there, you could potentially have a lower low. We have 5 more minutes left before FOMC. Well, before the news report. I do believe they actually released FOMC news around 2 o'clock. And then they just wait for Powell to go over it. Yeah, I think the upside is going to have a really fun time here.
Order filled.
Just went long around here. If you continue to get shut down, we're going to wait for you to go below 687.84.
Order filled.
It's like you're playing ping pong, you know? Just make sure you don't hit that thing out of bounds. Let's load up the prop firm now. Again, we're going to load up the prop firm account. Let's do it. You could stream it to Mumu? I wonder if you could do that. I always wondered about that. Again, we're up 5,000 on just this long right here. Just from averaging down. We averaged down once around the line. And then we averaged down a second time right above 687.84. Now, the reason why I chose this location is because if you look at where all the volume is loaded up at, both the calls and puts, in terms of just a lower approach, right? Like, what's the low end? Before we even discuss the mid end, high end, or anything extreme. So in terms of the low end, you have these little flare-ups in the volume, right? Now, in terms of these little flare-ups, the one thing you want to look for is where's the next massive leap to the next, candlestick, let's just say, the next volume bar. And when you're looking at it like this, these are very relatively close, right? Visually. And as you could tell, these three are, really close to each other. So when you look at these three right here, what it basically means is if the volume dips below this level right here, which is 687.84, you could potentially make a new low, if not start to toy with these lows. If you hold here, which is most likely going to be the case, that's why you held here in the first place, you're going to see this potentially flare up to the upside, where it could run up to this yellow line, which is basically an equal reaction of that volume. It's like you going from one low end to the next low end, which is the top end. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my goodness. Hold tight. Get your seatbelts. Oh my goodness. What's going to happen? Ho, ho. Come on. I might close the position here. No, yeah, they can't. All right, let's go get the live feed of what's going on with Powell. We're just going to leave this. I'm not going to sell out yet. We're just going to hold. We're going to hold, ladies and gentlemen. Until I see this thing hit the yellow line, then I might sell it. No promises for now. We're going to put the stock market live. One of my favorite YouTube channels, everybody, in case you guys want to watch it. Again, we're up 10,000 right now. If it gets to that yellow line, we'll be up 15 to 20,000. If it shoots up to the second yellow line, we'll be up around 40 to 60. If it drops to this green line, we're going to stop out by then, of course. But we're going to go long right around the top of this green line, if not right below this green line. Right around number 3 on the downside. Remember, yesterday you hit number 3 to the downside, and then you ran up to number 3 on the upside. Because today is FOMC, what's the one thing you always do every single time, ladies and gentlemen? The one thing you always do is expand the range. So today's going to be a day where the range is going to be expanded. It's either going to go up another $5 or it's going to fall out the sky another $5. Regardless of whatever it is, who cares? Doesn't really matter. We're here for the show, everybody. We're here for the experience. Don't get emotional. Just try as much as you can. Take notes. Document it. And that's all you could do. We're up 11,000 right now. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. No, yeah. Especially when Powell starts speaking. So, available indicators suggest that the economic activity has expanded at a moderate pace. Job gains have slowed this year, and unemployment rate has edged up but remained low through August. More recent indicators are consistent with these developments. Inflation has moved up since earlier in the year and remains somewhat elevated. The committee seeks to achieve maximum employment and inflation at the rate of 2% over the long run. Uncertainty about the economic outlook remains elevated. The committee is attentive to the risks to both sides of its dual mandate and judged that the downside risk to employment rose in recent months. Oh God. In support of it, if this goes in light of the shift in balance of risk, the committee decided over the long target range for fund trade. I'm just gonna read it faster now. Okay, what else is important? Voting for Jerome. Okay, what else? That's it. Oh boy.
Questions about the in regards to the runoff and that timing, that little window into December, that's going to be interesting.
1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Either be more bullish or less or more bearish, really. But other than that, I'd say neutral. I got out of any of the flips and kind of one left.
So yeah, they cut by 25%. Thank goodness. Meaning this is going to be a very fun short term. The market should go up short term. That's what's going to happen here. And then they're just going to drop this shit out the sky. They might do it today. So just be careful. I would advise some of you getting some cheap puts right now and just holding it for the rest of the day. Just in case it happens today. But I'm thinking it's going to happen tomorrow. For some reason, it's been happening a couple days after like a certain news report or a certain event. The massive drop or the larger drop tends to be like right after. But I still think as soon as he starts speaking, the market's going to start going wild again. So again, that starts at 2:30. Every 15 minutes is going to be a different trend. At this point, if the market continues to go lower, again, it makes sense. That's what happens when you cut rates. There's a pivot. Everything falls out the sky. And it's going to be a couple months of you falling. That's the reality of it. The fact that you didn't fall from the last pivot till now and you made another high, it just goes as, to show whenever you have a pivot, it doesn't happen instantly. It always happens a couple weeks or a couple months after. So I'm assuming that now is going to be the drop. I'm assuming that we're going to start continuing to drop to at least November. And in November, you might get bought up. But you could just continue to run up today and make a new high. And then once you make a new high, we're just going to go short again. We already have puts, so we're just waiting on those. Because again, we thought that the Fed was going to cut rates. So we got puts a couple days ago, and we've been buying ever since. And then on the short term, we're trading the upside when it comes to aggressive futures. So most of our positions right now are on the short term with futures, and we're playing to the upside just due to the fact that psychologically they tend to send up a market short term whenever you get a crazy news report. It tends to be like the opposite for some reason. Sometimes you go in that direction, but again, we're waiting on Powell because he's the only person that could really kind of cement that direction happening today. You know what I mean? He could just be insanely aggressive, and that's going to change the whole dynamic. It just depends on his tone, which is the funniest thing in the world because, yeah, the reality is that you are waiting on Powell. This move right now is stuff that normally gets leaked in the first place. It's stuff that people normally already know. So that's why the move is so it's kind of like equal right now. It's kind of like neutral. It kind of makes sense. You had a nice uptrend, beautiful downtrend. Now you're stuck in the middle. Now we wait. Remember, every 15 minutes, so we have another 8 minutes before the trend changes again, or at least resumes one of the directions. Now, how can a trader tell and know where the market's going to go? Ladies and gentlemen, what is the one thing I have not added to this chart that you're looking at right now? It is going to be the CS zones. So one of the strongest trading styles I've ever created. If you just use this right now, you'll be able to understand everything that the market's doing. For example, you're in the perfect area for a call. That's the reality of it. You're at the bottom of a zone, which most likely means you're going to run to the top of it. You know what's the funniest thing that I've ever realized when I started creating trading styles? Is when you draw it, for some reason, the market tends to follow it right away. It's kind of like, oh, that exists. Oh, it's kind of like the quantum, you know? The fact that you can actually see something and know it's there actually gives it the qualities of being allowed to be there in the first place, according to physics, right? It's one of the weirdest realities. But, yeah. So again, just me drawing one box. That's it. Everything you need us to know is right here. And then we'll draw the next box that's on the board. This is the only box that currently exists. The big box and the small box. What's going to happen here, in my opinion, is you're going to run to the top of this box right up here. You're going to get above this yellow line, and you're going to potentially run to 690 here. You're then going to run to 691. You're going to hit the top of this yellow line right here, get slightly above it, and then you're going to potentially fall right back down to the top of that next yellow line where that blue circle is on the screen. So again, the first thing you're going to do is run to the top blue circle, fall to that next blue circle, and then potentially at that point we might be done with the trend. You could just wither away. It all depends. The first thing I like to do is give you the extreme. The next thing I like to do is give you everything in between. Does that make sense? So again, prepare for the extreme first. The next thing you're going to prepare for is a slow market, something that barely moves. Let's say Powell gets on and the market barely moves. Doesn't matter. We're still going to have that prepared. The first step in preparing for a smaller market is looking at the smaller reversal points. Do you guys all see how you keep falling down on top of number 1.5 if you look at the left side of my screen? Josh, you are extremely loud. I apologize. You got to lower yourself. So if you look at the left side of my screen, if I put my cursor right on top of 1.5, do you see how you keep hitting that area and holding? Well, again, that area is the bottom of a CS zone. So the one thing you want to pay attention to is if the market's choosing the downside, it's no problem. The first thing you're always going to see if the market's choosing the downside is you see that dotted line at that second smaller box at the bottom? The one is currently like on top of right now as we speak. That dotted line is everything. If you go below that dotted line, yes, you are going to the downside. The simple fact that you're on top of the box tells me after you were just at the bottom of the box, it still tells me that you had the potential opportunity to run up higher. Why? It's because you hit a buying point, you ran up from that buying point, and when you ran up, you didn't run up to anything that was significant. You ran up to all the volume. You ran up to where they were buying in the first place, meaning they potentially want to see a higher high so they could sell out their contracts or whatever the hell they're holding for profit. Because what you see on the screen is volume from shares. It's not volume from contracts. That's not what the VRVP indicator indicates. Again, it's shares. It's not futures. It's not options. It's shares. So, yeah, just watch that. It's still holding the bottom of that CS zone. I could still see another, higher trend to the upside. I'm waiting to play the $5 contracts here very shortly. The goal is to take, just like we did from Friday to yesterday, we're trying to take $5 to 8K. We're also going to start trading on the Moo paper count challenge. I finally did enough damage. You guys won't believe me when I say this, so I'm not even going to say it. Let's just say I have the lowest amount a person could humanly possibly have for the paper account challenge. And the goal is to get to the top, to at least get to 100, maybe $1 million by the end of this week, if not by the end of next week. That's the first goal. Sounds like a plan. So again, we have $4 in the account on the paper account challenge. That's how low we brought it down to. The next goal, let's see if we could bring this $4 right back up into the sky. If the market manages to fall to the bottom here, we're just going to buy up a $4 option. Options are finally losing some value. Some value, not all of it, right? Nothing monumental. What are you guys thinking right now? Chinese brokers? You said shortening the candlesticks. That's another way of going about it, yeah. I guess that kills a lot of worry. Jinx, what are you doing? Yeah, chart number 7 says that you have done absolutely nothing. The only thing you're doing is hitting the call area. Or at least the first call area. That's... Yeah, that's pretty much it. 1 more minute. We should see a shift right here. I'm gonna get some food while this shift happens. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me actually unmute everybody so everybody can hear you guys.
Why was everyone? Were we all muted?
Usually, since I have music playing, I gotta have the YouTube stuff muted.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, I'll have it on. Why not? Jinx, you can't have this. Please get down.
Go. I bought one ES contract. I was like, let's go.
All right, let's go back to the chart here. The CS zones reign superior. Look at that beautiful second touch. He said skipping ahead 2 days at a time.
He did that shit last time.
Imagine Pal is just watching the market trip out in the back room
You know they are.
before he goes live.
Fucking eating his SpaghettiOs.
He's all, I'm gonna say the wrong thing. He's all, tell me what happens when I say the wrong thing, and then go, oh, you know what? Never mind.
Imagine.
That's some wild shit.
That would be wild. He's like, I can't deal with this shit no more. You guys stressing me out, you know that?
Smacks everything off the table.
He starts violating the first person that speaks up.
He throws his cup of water in their face.
Again, watch when you go below that midpoint on the CS zones. It's very important. That's what his water bottle is filled with.
Vodka.
So he's talking like Goolsby.
Should be so funny. I swear. That might actually just be his demeanor, bro. It might actually. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, because he doesn't slur when he in like a normal interview.
That's what I'm saying, but like, he's like explosive and like, yeah, it's so weird. That food was quite amazing, everybody. All right, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, I'm going to buy some calls for the upside here. The calls we're going to start to buy. We got 5 minutes left. Let's see. I'm looking for some 690s. They cost 109 each. But what I'm looking for is you to be able to hold above that bigger CS zone. I want to see you get above it. So any price that I can buy this a little bit lower than 100 is, of course, going to be a little bit better, right? Now, I think that the market was going to actually run up to 691 and then maybe like 693, 694. So, yeah, we're still looking for 693. That's like the top of the range. We can get a couple contracts for 693, which currently costs 30. The only problem is market's about to close, which means we're better off waiting for the end of the day. We could wait.
They'll get cheaper.
Yeah, it'll get way cheaper. Way cheaper. The contracts are still insanely expensive because IV is around 46 to 50%. Which again, what's normal IV, so you all can actually understand what's going on here? It's 13%. 13 to 15%. If it's at 50, that means that's like times 3 to 4. So all the contracts you're buying are normally 3 to 4 times the price. So at the end of the day, when they go back to their normal price, the amount of money you could lose is way more significant than what you would logically want for any, regular scenario. You would want it to be a lot less. So as long as you could put a little bit amount of money and have the potential to make a lot amount of money, right? Again, you're putting in a little bit to make a lot. You don't have to put a lot. Try to gamble and try to risk it to make a lot, because a little bit will always make a lot. You can invest 10% of your account and make 100% of your account if you get 1,000%. That's how crazy that is. It just takes, timing. That's all it does. So again, the contracts are not really losing too much value even right now as you're dropping in terms of the calls. They're just like slowly just stuck even at 230. We could play some event contracts for fun. Let me see. Let's see what we could do here. I wanted to start with the lowest amount of cents possible for the event account. So I have 3 cents right now. We can actually, what we could do? Let's get into some Forex trades. I completely forgot about that. We'll get into some Forex trades. I'll enter into all the trades first. Again, we're long on Euro from before on the small accounts, but I do want to go long on the large account. I think right now might not be a bad time. So let's actually load up the account. Once we get that up and running, the next thing we're going to do is look at oil. Okay, so I went long here on euro. Let me check the other accounts too. Yeah, we can... Actually, we could use a couple of these. Yeah, let's do it. We're going long on every account. I forgot I already sold this out for profit. So we sold it out like right up here when you first hit the yellow line. So we're going to just go long down here. We missed this low down here. We were trying to see if this was going to go lower. It held, ran up, fell down, holding pretty nicely around here. Looks pretty aggressive. So I kind of want to see if there's going to be a large run up here. Maybe somewhere into this yellow line once again. We'll just have to give it a moment. Give it just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we had to do. And then we have a 5-cent account. We started with 3 cents. Right now we're at 5. We're going to go long on this one. Oh, I forgot to take a picture. Say that again?
Walling on stage.
Pal's here! Alright, we're long on every euro account. We have nothing more to do here, but now to wait. On the other euro account, we're already up $300. So that's kind of crazy. Alright, so we're just going to hold this and wait. Next up is let me check all my gold accounts. Chipotle is up a crazy amount. DJT as well. I'm up 200% on this. That's insane. So I put in around 3,200 and now I'm up 6,245. The goal for DJT is to see it run up to at least 50, if not 60. That's the first goal. So we're going to keep holding this for at least the next 2 years. The SPY put we bought is up as well. We bought a single one of those. Only spent 300 on that. It's currently up 5%. We'll post that one as well. The other SPY put we bought, which was the 671, is currently down to $6. This one expires today, actually. 671. What price are we at right now on SPY? We're at 687. 671 might be way too low. We could average down because it's $6, but I would much rather wait until 3 o'clock, and then we'll see what we're going to do. It's already down like a good amount. Alright, what else can we do here? Weibo, not doing nothing there. We're buying a single extra micro gold play here. So just one more. And then we're going to let that rock for a second. Okay, next up. Tesla. So again, everybody, right now we're up about 14,000. We were down about 6. I want to see it run up to that yellow line, just like how we talked about before. We'll put POW on in a second.
Goods has picked up. In contrast, disinflation appears to be continuing for services. Near-term measures of inflation expectations have moved up on balance over the course of this year on news about tariffs, as reflected in both market and survey-based measures. Beyond the next year or two or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by a quarter percentage point to 3 3/4 to 4%. Higher tariffs are pushing up prices in some categories of goods, resulting in higher
Remember,
overall
15-minute windows.
A
These
reasonable
are just
base
algos
case
pumping in.
is that the effects on
Again, wait till he
inflation will
starts
be
saying
relatively
commitment to
short-lived,
communities, and then
a
it gets
one-time
live.
shift in the price level. But it is also possible that the inflationary effects could instead
There you
be
go.
persistent.
There's the drop.
This is a risk to be assessed and managed.
All right.
Our obligation
Get ready
is to
now.
ensure that a one-time increase in
Watch the
price level
calls.
does not become an ongoing inflation problem. In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside, and risks to employment
Again,
to the
everybody,
downside. A challenge
this market's going to fall
there
to
is
about
no
674,
policy as we
676.
navigate the tension between our employment and inflation
We're still holding the puts right now as we speak,
framework calls for us to take a balanced
which are most of our
yeah.
capital.
both sides of our dual scheme. With downside
Call
risks
them.
to employment having
There we go.
the balance of risks.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, think
There
about
it goes,
the risk
baby.
management. That's what I'm listening
Take a
for.
step toward more neutral policy
See if he
stance.
forgets about it. 'Cause it doesn't sound like
With
he's
today's decision,
complaining.
we remain well positioned to respond in a timely way.
Fuck yeah.
Order rejected.
We will continue to determine the appropriate stance of monetary policy based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. We
Yeah,
continue
they're
to face
puking on that, but
two-sided
you need
risks.
it's something with the
Order
Dow.
rejected.
In the committee's discussion,
Yeah, I think it's because I can't use that account yet.
strongly
I gotta
different
wait.
views
I'm trying to use the simulation account for the challenge.
further reduction
They
in
didn't let me
policy
do it.
at the December meeting is not a foregone conclusion. Far
Ah.
from it. Policy is not
Oh yeah.
Saying that-
Ladies and gentlemen, there we go.
Committee also
Let's
decided
go
to
check the puts real
conclude
quick.
the reduction
so
of
he's
our
See how much we're up.
we might not cut by the end of the year. That's what you're getting.
He
at.
said we might not cut by the end of the year.
plan has been to stop balance sheet
The Tesla puts are up.
reserves are
SPY
somewhat
puts are up
low,
20%.
consistent with ample reserve conditions.
So maybe we should have kept the
Signs
other
have
one.
clearly emerged that we have reached that standard.
I don't know,
many
fucking
markets,
even went
repo
out, the
rates
puts
have
didn't even
moved
go.
up relative to our
Yeah, I
initial
keep
rates.
saying bad news
Some
stuff.
more notable
But
pressure
again,
on
there's
select
all he
markets,
said was
along with
they don't.
lower
Come
think
on,
there's
puts drop.
No
facility.
preset.
Get
course.
cheaper.
In addition, the effective federal funds rate has begun to move up.
If you
relative to
really
the
want to,
rate
if you
on
think it's
reserve
gonna
conditions.
hold,
These
all
developments
I think it's
puts
gonna
are the same
hold,
price.
Josh.
They went
Come
up
on now.
10%.
This market's definitely gonna hold right now. It's gonna fuck with everybody.
I'm looking at the
warrant
Qs.
It's the perfect situation.
Over the 3.5
Again,
years that we've
he
been
did what he
shrinking our
always does,
balance
throws
sheet,
doubt
our
on the
securities holdings have declined by
optionality.
$2.2
That's why
trillion.
I'm not too freaked out by
As a
that.
share of nominal GDP,
But let it
our
fucking
balance sheet
run.
has fallen from 35% to about 21%.
All right, we're gonna go long here.
In December, we'll enter the next phase of our normalization plans by holding the size of our balance sheet steady for a time, while reserve balances.
We're gonna buy a
continue to
695 call.
Some people say it's the
such as currency
clearly
keep growing.
emerged.
We will continue to allow
saying
agency
signs have
securities
clearly
to run off our
emerged to
balance sheet,
stop
and we'll reinvest the proceeds
the
from those
QT.
securities in treasury.
Okay, so we
bonds.
bought it right here on number 5.
Progress toward a
I think
Again,
it's
everybody,
full
we
range.
bought a call on number 5.
Okay, now the puts they're still the
This
same price.
reinvestment strategy will also help
Try to see if we can get a call a little bit closer, of course.
Fucking fast. Does he
If
have
you're trying to
stock
spend a little bit
reserve?
more.
outstanding stock of treasury
Remember, only get
securities,
one or two. There's no need to get,
furthering
you know, a bunch of them.
the composition of our balance sheet.
Yeah, the far from foregone conclusion.
The Fed has been
That,
assigned
or he just
two
admitted
goals for
that there's a
monetary
fucking
policy:
problem.
maximum
But I
employment
doubt
and
that.
stable prices. We
Again, the
remain
goal for this contract is we bought it for 4. The goal is to sell this thing for $40.
sustainably to our 2% goal and keeping longer-term inflation
Good luck, gentlemen.
well anchored. Our
Good
success
luck.
in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans.
Let's see if we can sell this for 1,000%. We sold our contracts yesterday. Again, 2,000%. The day before 1,000. The day before 500. The day before was only around 70 to 100%. I forgot what was Thursday. It might have been like around 70, I think. Now the goal for today is going to be to get around 2,000%.
December rate not certain is the
If you
reason
fall
for
below
that.
number 5, that's perfect. These options were only around $4. Our puts are still making money, which is where most of our capital is loaded at.
Oh, you got them.
So let's see.
I think he heard us. I
Hopefully
think
this
he
thing
wants
falls
to
straight down to 675, 674.
Say it again for the algos.
If we do, we'll be in the money. With our other plays that we have to the downside that we told everybody to buy a couple days ago. So again, this is perfect.
Takes their obligations to serve the American people very seriously, and at a time when we have tension between our two goals, we have strong views across.
they're
the
already
committee.
pumping it.
As I mentioned, there were strongly different views today, and the takeaway from that is that we haven't made a decision about December, and we're going to be looking at the data that we have, how that affects.
All right, we're going long here on the futures account now, on the prop firm account.
Say that.
You and some of your colleagues have framed last month and maybe today, I won't put words in your mouth, there's a risk management exercise. At
Those
what
are the two
point do
questions
you
I had, but not the first
conclude
one, that risk
that
management.
you've taken out enough insurance? Are you looking for some kind of
We're up 100 and... Oh my
in the outlook,
goodness.
or
What just happened?
fall along the lines of last year where you made a sequence of adjustments and waited to gather more information?
So the way we have been thinking, I've been thinking about
Oh my god.
Order filled.
the risks to the two goals for
Up 110,000 just from that.
higher inflation.
What just happened?
And that has changed now. And as we saw the
Dude, we've been falling and falling and
What the
fucking
fuck just
falling.
happened?
downward revisions in job creation, we
I'm
saw
gonna
very
send the picture right now into the
different
chat.
labor market and
What the
suggested
fuck
that
just
there were
happened?
higher downside risks to the labor
Order
market
filled.
than thought, and that
See,
suggested that
bring it back
policy
down
which
to 6,
we
baby.
have been holding at a, I would say modestly, others people would say
That shit filled me out.
restrictive level.
I don't even know what just... I don't even have settings for this to fill me out automatically. I don't know how I just did that.
Goals are sort of equally at risk, then you ought to be at neutral because one of them's calling.
Just that little flicker right there on the call side.
So if that got
It peaked at like 100 and something. It didn't sell me out at 100 and something though.
it was a risk management.
It sold me out
And I would say
40k
it's
less.
today.
But
Sort of the same line.
that's still
I
insane.
mentioned going forward is a different thing.
It just like... It was like a little flicker. I think I have I think I added something. I must have added some type of stop loss to profit.
I want to
So whenever I'm up a certain amount, it just takes me out. That's what was happening earlier to go. That's why you kept hearing like the order fill shit, because it kept filling me out every single time I was profitable. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I never even said it to do that.
What sort of arguments were brought up? Was there any consideration, for instance,
Like some type of auto
the investment was
exit.
in AI and some of
Something.
the generation of household wealth through
Well, I think he
rising
wanted to just get a little bit more respect in there, but
Slam it
I
again.
do think now you finally got the metas moving and shit.
That's a
but
fact.
It's like you ever remember that scene from fucking Jimmy Neutron, where like a bunch of monkeys just pressing buttons and shit, screaming.
Guaranteed today's cut.
Yes, that's how I feel.
Ah, that's how this shit looks to me.
The upside for inflation and to the downside for employment.
Again, I'm looking for a retracement to the upside here. Nothing too large, just straight back to number 2 or number 3.
You have some people have different forecasts, right? So they'll forecast faster or slower progress on one or the other, and they also have different levels of risk aversion. And some will be more averse to inflation overruns, and some will be more averse to underruns of employment. And so you put that together, and as you can see from the SEP and from the public discussion that goes on between the meetings when more participants go out and talk, they're very disparate views, and they were reflected in strongly differing views in today's meeting, as I pointed out in my remarks. And that's what leads me to say that, that we haven't made a decision about December. I always say that it's a fact that we don't make decisions in advance, but I'm saying something in addition here, is that it's not to be seen as a foregone conclusion. In fact, far from it.
Can I just ask a quick
Far
follow-up on
from
QC?
it.
How much of the
That one's gonna add a
the-
little
the
extra. They
funding
don't like
pressures
that one.
we've seen in money markets
He's
related
double
to
dog.
the
He's
US
triple
Treasury
down on this already.
issuing more short-term debt?
That could be one of the factors, but the reality is we've seen, the things that we've seen.
You guys don't know what's gonna
higher
happen,
rates
right?
on Federal funds rate.
Yeah, you're gonna
These
get
are
a
the
Trump
very
tweet for
things
sure.
That we look for. We actually have
Trump said that Trump was
framework for
pissed at
looking
this
at
already. But yeah, this guy,
the place we're trying to
he's
reach.
really
What we
making
said
sure
for a long time.
you know
is
that they're
when
far
we
from the
feel
foregone
like we're a little bit
conclusion.
or a bit above what we consider a level that's ample, that we would freeze the size of the balance sheet. Of course, reserves will continue to decline from that point forward as non-reserve liabilities grow. So this happened. Some things have been happening for some time now, showing a gradual
see something real
tightening
quick?
of money market conditions. Really, in the last, call it 3 weeks or so, you've seen more significant tightening, and I think a clear.
How do you even
assessment
check
that,
this?
That we're at that place. The other
round
thing
two?
is, we're the balance sheet is shrinking at a very, very slow pace now. We've reduced it by half twice, and so there's not a lot of benefit to be, to be holding on to get the last few dollars because, again, the balance sheet, the reserves are going to continue to shrink as non-reserves grow. So, there was support on the committee as we thought about it to go ahead with this and announce effective December 1 that we will be, freezing the size of the balance sheet. And the December 1 date gives the markets a little bit of time to adapt.
Colby. Thank you, Colby Smith with the New York Times. So much of the rationale for cutting interest rates, even as inflation moves away from the 2%
Now,
target,
tie it back into
seems
what got
to
us
be,
here. It's like,
that there are
remember,
these
you got a
mounting
cut
downside
today
risks
for
to the labor market.
kind of no
But
reason.
if those
So I
don't
think he's trying to keep his
materialize and the labor
optionality.
market either stabilizes around
And at the
current
same
employment
time,
levels or even starts to strengthen
Get a little
somewhat,
of that respect
how
back.
will that change
but
your perception of how much interest rates
Yeah,
need to
man.
fall from here? Would you then be a bit more concerned about underlying inflation and the possibility of second round effects from tariffs?
Yeah, I mean, in principle, if you were to see data that suggested the labor market's strengthening or even that it's stabilizing, that would certainly play into our decisions going forward. So, we do have, we get some data. The labor market is a place where we get, for example, we get the state level data on initial claims, which are sending a sort of a signal of more of the same. We also get job openings. And we'll get lots of survey data. We'll get the Beige Book and things like that. So we'll have a picture of what's going on in the labor market, and the fact that we're not seeing an uptick in claims or a downtick really in openings suggests that you're seeing maybe continued very gradual cooling, but nothing more than that. So that does give you some comfort.
But if this shutdown lasts a while longer and you don't have that data in hand, I'm just wondering how that hinders the committee's ability to assess the state of the labor market and make the right policy decisions, and also how much is that factoring into the debate about December?
Yeah. So we get like I mentioned what we get in the labor area. We get some data in inflation, some data in economic activity. And we'll have a picture of what's going on. We also will have the Beige Book again. I would say we're not going to be able to have the detailed feel of things. But I think if there were a significant or material change in the economy one way or another, I think we'd pick that up through this. So in terms of how it might affect December, it's really hard to say. December's the meeting's like 6 weeks
saying
away.
if there was anything
We
in
just
the
don't know what we're
shutdown
going to
data,
get.
like you could still get stuff. He's saying
If
they
there
would
is
still see
a
a
very
big
high
one.
level of uncertainty,
what the fuck are you crying
then
about?
that
Yeah,
could be an
I
argument
think
in
Powell
favor
watched
of
the watch
caution
list
about moving.
this morning.
But we'll have to see how
I
it
think he
unfolds.
wanted. He said, "Put respect on my name." But yeah, it's not that big. It was again. Now
Peter from
Nasdaq went red for a
CNBC.
second.
Mr. Chairman, can you characterize...
Wait till-
Okay, let's post this to the
meeting in terms of
Discord.
such
We already
strongly differing views?
posted that. We
Was
posted
this a close
this.
call, this cut, or was it a close call maybe the other way because you had dissents on both sides? Thanks.
You shouldn't have cut.
So
He
I
got
was
bullied
referring
into
to,
it a week ago,
the
3 days ago.
discussion about, to the extent it related to
Remember, you
December.
still have room
You
for
saw
2
we had-
more. That's why he
we
has
had
to
2
bring in
dissents,
doubt for December.
One for 50 and one for no cut. So, that was a strong, solid vote in favor of this cut. The strongly differing views were really about the future. What does that look like? And I think people are saying, they're noticing stronger economic activity. Forecasters generally, broadly, have raised their economic growth forecast for this year and next year, in some cases quite materially. In the meantime, we see, a labor market that's kind of, I don't want to say stable, but it's not clearly in motion. It's not clearly declining quickly in any case. It may be just continuing to gradually cool. And again, people have different forecasts.
Same trend as the last 4 FOMCs.
Different, risk tolerances, and so there's you read the SEP, you read the speeches, there are differing views on the committee, and to the point where I said what I said.
Just to follow up on the balance.
Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is I'm going to show you the FOMC chart and show you how insane this is. I don't even want to look at my futures account. I'm just going to leave it alone. If this thing returns to the opening price, I'm just letting you guys know I'm not trading futures until the end of November. There's no need at that point. With the amount of profit we're going to just gain from this one trade. It's like 10, 12 days of profit with one trade. Just you going from down here all the way to back up here. So we'll see. In the meantime, you managed to fall down to another call level. You're chilling by the put level, of course, which is the 0-day put level. But you're getting bought up rapidly. So if this thing just holds here, you're just going to fall, a couple days later after the fact. And you're just going to kind of like peek into the zone for now. You might stop somewhere in the middle. I could definitely see that happening. So like, for example, basically around here, you could slow down.
The size of the banking system and the size of the economy. So we'll be adding.
But yeah, we're just going to give it a second.
At a certain point.
We're not going to rush it.
And that's the last point. Even then,
we're up a crazy amount of capital, though. Let me tell you.
We didn't make decisions about
I've never seen this before.
We did talk today about the composition of the balance sheet, and there's a desire that
probably because we never went long and held it for this long. But usually for FOMC, we would just go long, sell it, go long, sell it, go short, sell it. After like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we're never ever holding this long. But I thought, why not? One time won't hurt, right?
Right.
The outstanding treasuries, and that means a shorter duration balance sheet. Now, this is something that's going to.
This shit is crazy because this account only had $3. So if this thing runs up, we're gonna go from $3 straight to 30.
But that's the direction.
I don't know if he's gonna make
Let's see if we can do it.
Fucking awesome.
Janelle Marte with Bloomberg. How are officials interpreting
I want
the latest
Michael.
CPI report?
Michael!
So components came in lower than expected, but core inflation was still at 3%. So at this moment, what are you learning about the drivers, and also do you view that the risks are greater that the Fed makes a mistake on employment or inflation?
So the September CPI report, we didn't get PPI after that, which is important for translation into what we look at, which is PCE inflation.
Okay, the first thing I think I want to do here. I can't keep looking at SPY. I can't keep doing this.
Alright, some of the chips are
I want to sell. I want to just punch the sell button right now. I want to uppercut it. You know how hard it is for me to hold something?
So basically, you've seen
because it's terrible.
Extremely difficult. I'm terrible.
Due to tariffs.
Especially for futures, when it's brand new, something we started last 2-3 weeks from now.
So that's moving inflation up. On the other
options is another thing. Who cares about the options? Shit, if I fucking close my eyes, I could be down 20,000 on futures.
That's for real, bro. It's like a fucking instant.
No, literally, if this thing just flips to the downside, it's over.
Services other than housing services, and that's kind of been moving sideways over the last.
It's going way too slow right now, but I'm thinking it's waiting for something. You got another 8 minutes before 3 o'clock, so we could just be on the slow incline to the upside, Like this is like the bottom of a mountain building up, meaning it might take another 15-20 minutes to run up here. So there's the trend. There's the idea.
He just said without tariffs, inflation is back to the goal.
Then
tell me about December.
Not including tariffs, might be 2.3
His damn voice, yo.
range, something like that. So that's not so far from your.
Oh my god. So above the orange line
We look at that and
at
Ta-da.
688.40.
the base case is that it will come and it probably will increase further.
Yo,
But
why is
that it
HD
will be
getting
a one-time
whopped?
increase? And we've been very focused for all of this year.
You're gonna run up to
at making sure
Is that
689.49.
HD related or is
Thinking
that the
carefully about
fucking
what are the-
staples?
What are the pathways through which it could become something else, troublesome inflation? One of those would be, a really.
The next number you're gonna run up to is potentially this number right here, which is gonna be 691.06.
So I think you know, we're watching this very carefully. I
Yeah,
think
nothing on HD.
it's not the case.
Next
that
number
just
and the
assume
last number is going to be the top of the orange line. It's going to be 691.90.
This is a risk we have to monitor and ultimately manage.
That 2% thing was good. Everything else.
My brain's trying to do this as quick as possible. All right, so that's done. So hold on the green line, and then hold on the green line. That's the orange line. Hold on.
Oh, service inflation. Yeah. Well,
So hold on this green line. This green line is going to be placed at where the hell this is at? 686.12.
coming down as we would like it
Oh
to.
my God.
Is
Oh
the
my goodness.
non-market part of
That's why he knew without knowing.
non-housing services. And you know, overall, that's
So,
just something
what was
that-
this
that
again?
we expect will come down.
686.10?
The non-market part of it should come down. It largely reflects higher stock prices and
How's everybody doing here?
services that are imputed.
I'm at 27.25 for the
Is a big part
combine.
of it. But also just, you know, we think
Hell
policy
yeah.
is
That's
still
excellent.
modestly restrictive in my telling. So that's the kind of
Oh
thing that
my
should lead to a
God.
gradually
Ow,
cooling economy. That's
fucking
one of the
dude.
reasons it's a gradually cooling labor market is because
This is the fucking like Christmas.
Fed policy is modestly
That's what I want to hear, Slug.
That should also help.
Oh my God, when is the next FOMC? This one's not even done.
Oh yeah, we should ask about Fed independence.
Shit, that's what I'd be thinking.
I forgot.
FOMC is definitely one of my favorite days to trade.
How come we don't ask
It's
about
like the easiest for some reason because it just follows the damn
I gotta look that up.
price action, you know?
Great, thank you.
Like it follows the reversal points even better than a normal day.
Investment boom is
684.42.
right now.
Charts,
You know,
charts,
and
charts, charts, charts.
The
42.
existence of such a boom would indicate that rates are not that restrictive after all, and could further rate cuts at this
Wow.
point
Oh,
have
dude.
an excess level of investment there or
Yeah, this is
How is
ridiculous.
the Fed thinking about that?
Bubble.
So I don't
He might-
think
Dude,
that
last
the-
time you were
Beat down
having
asset
like
prices with a
surgery?
bad comment.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's
Right?
there are
Yeah.
a lot of data centers being built
Oh
and
my
other
God.
investments being
We went from
much
$3 to $5 already. What you were saying when I went to surgery, that was around the last FOMC, right?
It's yeah, but it's so much funner to have you around.
thinking about which will be based on
Thank you, buddy.
data
I appreciate that.
centers.
Yeah, we were all
So it's a big deal.
getting tested. I'm fucking letting my pan burn. I'm supposed to be cooking steaks right now because fucking people are coming over.
Happens to build
Ah,
data
man.
centers, especially interest sensitive. It's based
Fucking,
on
I
the
have like,
it's
I
really
fucking left the pan for like a good 30 minutes staring at this fucking shit, just going, oh shit, oh
Look
shit,
at the
oh shit.
NASDAQ. The Qs were the best play.
and that sorts of things.
You're literally that went break even at 0.4.
This
You gotta have
fucking
a
chart
percent
doesn't even
on
make
that.
sense right now, but it makes so much sense. This is
Five.
fucking action.
And just a quick follow-up. Can you
can make shit
mention that
free if
you-
you
Oh my
got it
God.
really good
you're
on
looking
that.
at for inflation
681.91.
in the absence of government data. Could you give us a sense? I think we
Okay.
know a lot
Oh
about
my
the
God,
data
we dropped
that's
out
there.
of
Can
my
you give us a
motherfucking
sense of what
chart.
you're looking at
Holy
to track
shit.
inflation in the absence of government data? Thank you.
So it's a lot.
I made a daily chart for the futures,
All
and
the home builders.
motherfucker dropped out of the fucking.
I mean, they just got
God.
Some of the many names.
That's what's up. There we go.
fucking
You made. I'm guessing you made a smaller term one, right? Because usually that's the only time you see something like really falling.
Wage inflation.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
Because it's there's so much price action. I made
682.70.
what is it? 2 half boxes, a few of the quarter boxes, and
Yeah.
then
including what we get out
3
of
triangles,
the beige book.
high to low,
Come
high
out
to
mid-cycle,
low,
as always.
and then low to high, and
it
then
doesn't
I
replace
use the Gone fan.
government data, but it gives us a picture. Again, I think if something material were happening,
like,
if the
oh
material
my
was
God.
to pick that up, I
Here we
don't
go,
think we'll be
brother.
able to have the
That's
very-
excellent.
very granular understanding of the economy.
And then I put price labels all over this bitch, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be ready for today.
Oh, yeah, I was at.
We went back. So we went into the box, now we're falling out of the box. So damn, let's see if we can make it back in.
So remember, now you created 2 new CS zones.
Okay.
One from the bottom here and then one from the top up here. So now these CS zones are gonna basically go up to the purple here. So that's the top of the CS zone. So we might fall back down on top of it. We'll give this a second to see what happens.
Let me get out of this one.
You know, this is a temporary state of affairs.
Currently, we're up
And
50% as we
we're gonna
speak
do
right
our
now.
jobs. We're going to collect every scrap of data we can find, evaluate it, and think carefully about it. And that's our jobs. That's what we're going to do. If you ask me, could it affect the the December meeting. I'm not saying it's going to, but yeah, you could imagine that what do you do if?
No, yeah, it could definitely still fall here, 100%.
So that could or could not. I don't.
Who the fuck has the champagne? Let's fucking bust it out. Let's like.
Don't make me go get one.
But there's a
like a locker room celebration. Fucking, you need to be spraying each other's. Where's the goggles?
Yeah, I'm not
Give me the
committing
goggles.
to that. It's a possibility that you would say.
Goddamn championship trophy.
You really can't see. So
Hell yeah.
let's slow down.
As a follow-up,
How many times does this happen a year? I can't even.
we saw
Like
recently some
6.
playoff announcements coming.
That's what I'm saying. This is like the playoff game right here.
Wondering if
That's what I always be telling people.
discussion at all that you're starting
100%.
to turn this tension between growth
Bro,
and
this is the
starting to
new
resolve,
plan. Every
you know, the
fucking
development
what is it, quarter? We're just gonna get ready for FOMC.
some of the stresses
That's how my
starting to
Build
appear
that
on
fucking capital to go
moderate
crazy.
of the K, as they call it, household health premiums that are going to be
Oh, 100%, brother.
substantially. Things
Let me actually fix up the chart here. I can make this one better.
So those are.
I think
those
that
are
was a little
things,
too big
you know,
for
that
the
we're watching
foregone
very,
conclusion
very,
after
very
everybody
carefully. To
demanded
start
a
with
cut, but
the layoffs,
I do
you're
think
right.
Powell's
You see
attitude was a little hawkish.
a significant number of companies either announcing
He
that
just
they're
wanted you to not
not
feel
going to be doing
confident.
much hiring
Keep
or actually doing
optionality.
layoffs. And
The neutral rate was good though.
much of the time they're talking about AI and what it can do. So we're watching that very carefully. And
Fucking pan is so
yes,
hot,
it
sounds
could
like a damn
absolutely
fryer.
have implications for job creation. We don't really see it in the initial claims data yet. Now,
Let's
it's no surprise
go.
that we don't. It takes some time for it to get in there, but we're watching that.
Come on, run to the top.
But again,
Let's see it.
Don't see it yet in the initial.
Let's
claims
see
data.
it.
On the
We know you want to do it, just like last FOMC.
I would say the same thing or a similar thing. We are, if you listen to the earnings calls or the reports of, big public consumer-facing companies, many of them are saying that there's a bifurcated economy.
Oh my goodness.
And that consumers at the lower end are struggling and buying less and shifting to lower-cost products. But that at the
Yeah, if they had this Ninja Trader account challenge live right now, it would be over already.
Oh, dude, I'll freaking kill this.
Anecdotal data on that. And
Yeah.
so I think there's something there.
Yo,
Thank you, Edward Lawrence with Fox Business. So
It's all
Mr.
good,
Chairman,
Cody.
Take another crack at the further.
What happened to Cody?
Reduction in rates is not a foregone conclusion. So
Commander
December
Cody's
7th,
speculating right now. He's coming up with some ideas. Holy shit, this was not supposed to... I didn't even know you could take this out.
What does the other concerns then stem from?
What in the...
It's not
Powell's getting
data
cooked.
as the reason December is
You
not
said Powell's getting cooked.
What other things could be the concern?
Perspectives of people on the committee.
Oh, yeah, little man.
Now moved 150 basis points. And
He's gonna be a trader before the age of 10.
You're into that range between 3 and 4 where most.
I told you he's been yelling the bring it down thing.
Estimates of the neutral rate live at 3 to 4%. You're there now. You're above.
He was like yelling it in the grocery store the other day.
But I think there are people on the committee higher.
Bring it down. He's on. The prices are too high. Bring it down.
Be directly observed. So, I think for
That's amazing.
Some part of the
Baby,
committee,
look at that account. How many contracts did you buy in the mini?
I don't know.
50?
I lost count.
Oh my god, 50? Oh my god. Is it still going? Are you still holding?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh, you're still holding. You're still fucking holding. I know you are.
Up to the top.
I couldn't even fucking take it anymore. I had to fucking sell it every fucking time.
It's still up a ridiculous amount.
Called the war?
If it goes below that green line right there, I might sell out. That's what I was thinking about right now.
50 more basis points.
I'll potentially just close the position. I just want to see if it was going to hold on it. You see how it fell down to the other green line and held?
Yeah.
That's the one thing that it doesn't do on chart number 2, but it does on chart number 7. Chart number 7 always captures the bigger moves. Like on slow days, it's a little annoying to use chart number 7, but on quick days like this, like look at the top. It hit the green line at the top this morning, fell perfectly down to the bottom green line at the bottom, and then ran right back up to the mid of these 2 green lines here. Now you're holding on one green line. So we'll see how it turns out.
I need some colored frogs.
You said you need to color frogs? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like these lines being green over the gold ones that I had before. I felt like gold was a little too, I don't know, yellow tends to be a little too, I don't know, just bright. I can't explain it.
It's cooler. It's like a cooler color.
Yeah, it kind of like takes all the tension, you know?
Yeah.
So we're at a place now where we
I don't know. I like it. I like it, but the yellow is.
I might change it back though, because the green is kind of like too soft, you know? It's kind of like.
Yeah, that's what I kind of don't mind. It's a little bit.
You might pass on looking at it. Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Because the yellow, I don't know. Sometimes the yellow, it doesn't hold my attention.
You've seen it in the September.
Because this is what it looks like when it's yellow, just like this.
I know. FOMC participants, and now I'm telling you that's what you can expect that in the
It like overpowers the chart a little bit.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And like orange looks like this.
Sounds like it was a hawkish meeting then.
Thank you so much.
Orange is actually not that bad.
That's not
like
that bad.
he seems frustrated.
I think orange is just like a nice mid-level.
For other
I don't want
reasons,
to
but
take away from the.
I think he got bullied
path.
not by the rate cutoff.
There are two things affecting.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
None of this is
Let me see. Let me try blue. How does blue look?
He really wants you to know, but I don't think no one's believing it, bro.
Two things.
This is the
It's not
monster
bad.
you created, pal.
Yeah,
It's bullshit.
it is softer too.
Which is
It doesn't take my focus away from the chart.
Which is just a big policy change that actually began in the last administration and has been accelerated now. So a big part of the whole story
I might leave blue here for a couple days.
side story. Okay.
I want to see how blue goes.
Try that.
And you know, so the unemployment.
I mean, hey, the big earnings are moving now.
Yeah, I
But
see how it goes.
just
Right now, you're giving yourself a double point of confirmation to the downside when it comes to
That's it.
these bottom lines. Remember, I told everybody this morning before the market opened up, I was speculating myself that the market was going to have a low somewhere around these two orange zones. So for now, since you held on it and you bounced up, I am going to change the zone to gold for now, because again, that was the first time you touched it after you made it this day over here.
Yeah.
Once this bounces up, I want to see if it's going to hit this zone up here to the top, just a little bit higher. That's all I'm looking for. Just a little. I just want to go into the bottom bit of the first like bit of today's consolidation, because you already ran up half the trend already. Like, let's just say you grab the top and then you grab the bottom. You running up right here, you already did that mid trend. That's the reason why you fell down right now. Like, for example, I'll even measure it for you. Do you see what I'm saying now? That was the reason why I stopped right there and why it stops right now at that level. If it gets above this midterm area, you're gonna shoot straight up to this topper, to this upper portion.
Yeah.
Yeah, core weave. I'm not gonna.
I don't even care. I can't even talk right now.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a trigger yet. But
My tongue is all tied and twisted and all kinds of knots. I don't know what to say right now.
And some people argue that
I need to have some shit on the screen which explains stuff. So line information red and dash green equals magnet levels.
should use our tools to support the labor market when we see this happen.
That's some more
We
rules.
also talked about tariffs.
Nibbles
having
too,
a
yeah.
one-time
There's something's
increase
turning with
should
positioning, you guys. I think it's
household
bullshit, man.
consumers expect that inflation will continue to go up.
Like I'm saying, this
year
isn't that
because of
bad.
those
It's not
tariffs.
that good. It's just, like I said, this is a turn. I think people are now bluffing, trying to make you bet.
Some
But
additional increase inflation.
it's earnings.
It takes
Now
a
look,
while
all the
for
other little
tariffs
pockets,
to
bro. They can't resist.
work their way through
Puts
the
below.
production chain.
You said Fed Powell always scaring the market. Nah, yeah, that's how it goes though.
Place now many
But you know what's
months
crazy?
we see
Ever since that one time that we lost a crazy amount of profit on Powell in December of 2024, ever since that one day, I made it my sole reason for being alive to just make sure that when we have Powell, we're so exceptionally profitable that it just turns this into one of the best days in the world. So I don't blame Powell no more. In fact, I'm very excited when Powell talks because I know there's going to be a lot of opportunities.
All the uranium, nuclear, all that shit.
That's pretty much it, yeah. I don't get in my feelings no more and get angry about what he says. I could care less about what he says at this point. When I did care, I used to always take losses, trying to, be too hard-headed and too, I guess over-delusional in certain aspects, right? You got to keep stuff simple. And right now, the simple idea is that, yes, they cut rates. The market should go down. That's the reason why you fell. That's the reason why we bought puts yesterday and the days before. So we're already loaded up on the downside, right? We already got that stuff prepared, planned, and plotted. Now, on the short term, we're trying to make sure we smash it out the park. Long-term idea so far is going well. But the short term, we got to make money on the call side while we make money on the put side, you know? I don't want to just make money one way.
More uranium, all uranium.
It's slower that way.
I don't know what kind of combo that is.
No, 100%. We should create like a different section in the Discord specifically specifying what you're looking for in terms of what Powell says, like with wording, you know? We could do something like that.
Why are you acting like you weren't controlling this shit for 8 years, dog?
He said, why are you acting like you weren't controlling this shit for 8 years? Oh, man.
Do you have any concerns
Dude,
that equity markets
with that kid.
are close to being overvalued?
Here, I'll put Josh's video on the other screen in case you guys want to watch that.
We don't look at any one asset.
You can watch that in the YouTube chat. I'm so happy that I found out I could stream on both Discords at the same time.
Weed again now.
Oh, that shit is wild, bro.
We ask whether it's stable, whether it's...
See, I'm telling you, this PC is overpowered. It's just the RAM is really like small, so when I have a bunch of tabs, like Google tabs, it just like violates the computer.
Yeah, that's what happens.
We're in good shape financially, relatively
So Powell's speaking on this screen in case you guys want to watch this.
The lower income spectrum, you are seeing rising defaults, particularly around subprime auto, but nonetheless, in the aggregate, pretty good.
Oh my God,
so you don't see
this is crazy profit.
System or the financial
Keep
system.
going, keep
it's
going.
It's a mixed picture, but it's not an overly troubling picture. And again, I'm not.
Bro, meta plays are going up.
We don't
all the
sell
earning
asset
plays.
prices.
All right, now you have a trigger on the weed.
Well, you must be
He said
well aware
weed?
that
Go,
you're
go.
contributing to additional asset price increases.
You must be
And I wonder how
aware.
you balance the idea that lowering rates would help the labor market with the reality that it seems more likely to be stimulating increased investment in AI, which
Keep
is the
stimulating my
rationale
account.
for thousands of job cuts.
Shit, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think interest rates are an important part of the AI of the data center story. I think, people think they're great economics in building these data centers, and they're making a lot of money building them, and they think they have very high present
Come on, run up.
value and all
I know
that
you're
sort
gonna
of
run
thing.
up and you're gonna touch 693.
It's not
That's the magic word right there.
about 25 basis points
693.
here or there. We use our tools to support the labor market and to create price stability. That's what we do.
I know you
That's
like
our
that word,
jobs,
Spy.
Right? So
Do I gotta say it
we're
again?
here by lowering rates,
Don't make me.
margin that will support
Do it,
demand,
do it, do it.
that will support more hiring.
We'll give it a break.
And that's why we do it.
We gotta let it get hit with the
No 25 basis point or even
the
50
first
basis
couple
point
times I
hike
said
is
it.
gonna be a dispositive
Hit with the
thing, but
Gatorade
ultimately,
shower.
lower rates will support more demand, and that'll support hiring over time. And of course, we also have to be careful about this, which is what we've been doing.
She's been running a
because
marathon.
We know where inflation is, and we know that I've told you the
more
story.
nuclear.
It's a complicated story, but this is the best assessment that we can make. Because there's uncertainty around inflation and the path ahead for inflation, that's why we're going. That's why the pace we're going has been a careful one.
That's why we're going to the moon.
Come on. I can feel it. I feel it in my bone right now.
Oh shit.
Wants to get above that green line right there.
Seems like a lot of the economic growth
If it gets above the one below us, we're screwed.
So how worried are you about what a sudden contraction in tech investment would mean for the overall economy? Is there enough
As you can see,
strength
look at that green arrow
in
to the
other
right side.
sectors? And specifically,
I'm actually
are
going to
there
post
any
this
lessons that you
on
take
the
from
Discord as
macro
well,
economies in
just so
how
you
might,
guys can all see my screen. Okay,
approach
so
what's happening right
wait a second. So calls above the
This is
calls above
different,
puts below.
in the sense
Red
that
dash
these
green
companies-
equals
the
magna
companies
level.
that are so highly valued actually have earnings.
Yeah,
and
a
stuff
couple
like
of the
that.
chip
So
plays
if you go
now,
back to
AMD.
the 90s and the dot-com,
What just happened?
these were
Dell or
ideas rather
Qualcomm
than
down.
companies.
It's not
And
all
they
of them.
were
It's really picky and
so there's a
choosy.
clear bubble there. Whereas I won't go into particular names, but they actually have earnings, and it looks like they have business
Is he
models.
talking about earnings?
And profits,
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. So it's really a different thing. The investment we're getting in equipment and all those things that go into creating data centers and feeding the AI, it's clearly one of the big sources of growth in the economy.
Feed the AI.
Consumer spending also, though, has been, is much bigger than that, and has been growing, and has defied a lot of negative forecasts continuing to do so this year. Consumers are still spending. Now it may be mostly higher end consumers or maybe skewed that way. But the consumer is spending, and that's a big chunk of what's going on in the economy, substantially bigger than AI. You could point to growth. I mean, actually, maybe growth as opposed to level, but consumer spending is a much bigger part of the economy.
And why do you think that the labor market is slowing so much, even though consumer spending is strong?
Why has it slowed so much? Well, what's happened is that the supply of workers has dropped.
Keep printing money. That's what's happening.
Due to mainly immigration, but also lower labor participation. So
there's no stop to it either.
And that means there's less need.
I keep cranking it out on the fucking turnstile.
There isn't this flow into the pool of labor.
I'm laughing with a Cuban cigar like Scarface all day.
Because there aren't those people now, so there's not a supply of workers showing up
out here
for jobs. In addition,
yanking the big red button,
also gone down.
and then when everybody's just like, "What's going on?" I have no fucking idea.
In this case of demand as well as trend.
You just yanked it.
So I think you're seeing some softening. You know, the economy's growing at a slower rate than it was, 2.4% last year. We think around 1.6% this year. It could have been a couple of tenths higher if not for the shutdown. And of course that will reverse. But, you still got the economy growing at a moderate pace.
Andrew Ackerman with the Washington Post. I wanted to ask if you could elaborate on how you think about policy in the context of the data drought. Does it make you inclined to stick with your plans as set out in September in the absence of the data that might change your mind, or does it make you inclined to proceed with added caution because of uncertainty?
Yeah, well, we'll know when we face that question, if we face that question.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. So we got line information. That's perfect. The only thing we need left is this damn circle information. So now let's make another little. I'm gonna have to delete something from here. So let's see if we can make this big ass message a little bit smaller.
You know, there will be an argument. I don't know how persuasive it will be, but there will be an argument that you slow down when you can't see as far ahead. Others may argue.
Then you speed up ahead of an election.
I'm not sure where this argument comes, but you're perfectly right.
No.
You could also argue, well, things haven't really changed, but you might not know that. So
Republican
I don't know whether we'll face
by
this or not.
BDAI.
I hope we don't. I hope by the time of the December meeting we're getting a better flow of data. But if we're going to have to do our jobs one way or the other.
Okay. I also just wanted to ask a FinReg question. I think several years ago you said the overall amount of capital in the system was about right. As the Fed moves forward with a revised Basel proposal, potentially changes to the GSIB surcharge, has that changed at all? Or are you planning to significantly reduce the amount of capital in the system? Thanks.
So there are discussions going on, I think, among the agencies, and I don't want to get ahead of those discussions. I continue to think that the level of capital, when I said that in 2020, was about right. And of course, there's been much capital added since then.
Did that really help
various
anything?
Mechanisms. But I look forward to I know those discussions are really just getting going. They haven't come to the point where they're got a whole plan and that kind of thing. So I really don't have much to say on that.
Hi, Chairman Powell. Brian Chung with NBC News. Is the weakness in the jobs market accelerating, and who's at risk if the interest rate cuts are not the effective medicine for a further slowdown?
So we do not see the weakness, as you put it, the weakness in the job market accelerating. I would say, then again, we didn't get the September employment report.
What the fuck have you been saying this whole time then?
We look at the.
So labor market weakness isn't accelerating.
Unemployment insurance claims, initial claims, are reported at the state level, and we still get those, and we can accumulate them and get the national number. And there's really, in no story, you can look at the numbers. Same thing with the job openings we get from Indeed. There's just no story over the last 4 weeks. It's kind of stable. So you don't see anything that says that the job market is, or really any part of the economy is making a significant deterioration. Don't see that. You see more things like I mentioned, though, which is that you see big companies making announcements of either of layoffs or of the
I'm eating
idea
a
that
granola bar.
they won't need to hire. Their number of employees.
I think he is
expected
winging
to
it,
go up
right? He's just mad.
a number of years. There may be different people working there. They say that too.
His fake
But
outrage
they don't
about
need a
everything
bigger
he
headcount.
caused.
So you see those kinds of things.
And he just wanted
You
you to
don't see
doubt
it
it
in the
for a
aggregate
little bit.
numbers.
Just
The layoff
remind him.
numbers have not
He
gone
said,
up.
y'all threw away that
But
8 years
job
too quick.
creation
You got a little mad.
is very low.
I love you, G, but,
And the job finding rate for people who
it is what it is.
are unemployed is very low.
I'm not going to lie, bro. My
The
last
unemployment rate
ex,
is very low as well.
I had a new
4.3%
one in
is-
like
is a
3
low
weeks, so
employment.
I know. I'm sorry.
To make these cuts, is it
no
the
different for
lower
you,
income
pal.
workers that you're thinking about, or those who might have their jobs automated? Is there a particular
That we're
section
thinking
of
of?
the labor market that you're particularly?
So
I
we
had a
can-
new
our
ex,
tools
and then I
don't allow
had
us to
another one
target
in 3
any demographic or any income level.
God damn.
I do think that
Sometimes it's-
people, we saw this during the global financial crisis and the long recovery. If you have a long period of very strong labor market conditions, it benefits people at the lower end the most. The last 2 or 3 years of that long expansion, people at the lower part of the income spectrum were getting the biggest benefits, and lots of things were happening in that space demographically, which were very constructive. And we're not at that place right now. But so, yeah, a stronger labor market is the best thing we can do for the public. It's also part of our job. It is half of our job, but it is absolutely the best thing we can do for people. Along with keeping prices stable. Those two things. Inflation also hurts people on fixed incomes more than other people.
Hi, Chair Powell, Courtney Brown from Axios. As you know, the 12 Reserve Bank presidents' terms are up for renewal at the end of February. I'm wondering if you can give us a timeline for when the board will consider those reappointments and whether we can expect everyone to be re-upped or if we
Tony
can
was
expect
mad,
some
but like,
changes.
look,
So it's a process
he's
that
hot.
we
He
go
come
through
out
under the
swinging.
law.
They're like,
The way the
just
law
look at
works
this
is
effect. This is tiny, bro.
we have a reappointment
Nobody believes
process.
it.
All right, so we have
every 5
diagonal
years
line
for
information,
but I
we have
don't.
circle
Like, you know what I'm
information,
saying?
we have information on the CS zones.
See tomorrow. Wait till fucking
I think I should add another box.
That's really all I can say.
Okay, thank you.
He's not even saying good fucking.
For the
say
CS zones,
opposite. Give
I'm
him
gonna put it
another
right on
10
top of
minutes,
them.
bro.
Daniel Davis, Agence France Presse. You've now had dissents in 3 consecutive FOMC meetings, but in this meeting you had
This box right here is
dissents
gonna
going in both
say-
directions, and you've just mentioned there's strong disagreement over the future path of rate cuts. Have these disagreements complicated your role presiding over the FOMC meetings, and if so, how?
I wouldn't say that, no. I think you have to take what comes, and what comes right now is pretty challenging situation where we have, first of all, we have
Nah,
4.3%
the kingdom.
unemployment.
The
We have
spirit.
an economy
That's
that's
the only
growing
thing arriving.
close to 2%. So, overall, it's a good picture. It's a good picture. But in terms of our policy, we have upside risks to inflation, downside risks to employment, and this is a very difficult thing for a central bank because, one of those calls for rates to be lower, one calls for rates to be higher. We can't do both, so we have to balance the two. And so it's a challenging thing, and as we have worked our way through this process, you would expect that there would be a range of views across the committee on what to do and the speed with which we should do it. And that's what we have. That makes a lot of sense to me. All of these people are, people who take their jobs very seriously, work very hard at this, and just want to do what's right for the American people, but they have different views on what that is. And, it's an honor to work among people who care that much. It is, but
These boxes will be what color? What color can I make them? Purple.
fair or anything like that. It just
Actually, no. That messes with the supply and demand zones. We'll make it another color. What color do we not use? Let me think.
I think we've done sort of the right thing so far this year. I think it was appropriate for us to be careful about this. I think it would not.
I was gonna say white. We don't really use white boxes for anything besides the new trading style, which nobody really knows yet.
He said it's near neutral.
Oh, yeah.
He's using tariffs as a cover. But yeah, man, I don't think anything he says.
If we do wind up resuming,
You don't need to talk to the snake, bro.
At some
Huh.
point,
You know, where does this end?
You
This
know, I
ends with
think
the
we're
next
trying
couple
to get to
days,
the
and
end of
then
this cycle
wait
with
till the
labor market
QT
in a good
starts.
place and with inflation,
Yeah.
on its way to 2% or at 2%.
think
So
Powell
that's
just
all
wanted
we're
to
trying
flex
to
a
do,
little bit.
and we're doing it under quite challenging circumstances and doing the best we can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair Powell. Jennifer
I
Schonberger
guess
with
we're all
Yahoo
excited.
Finance.
Both regional and large banks have taken losses on loans given delinquencies on subprime auto loans. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon warned, when you see one cockroach, there may be more likely.
I
I'm
remember
curious
that.
how the Fed is looking at these loan losses and if it poses risks
cockroach?
to the financial system.
They
Yeah.
got cockroaches at the Fed?
Is it a warning sign?
Yeah, no, he says where there's like trouble with the banks and shit, he's like, obviously there's more.
Conditions very carefully. You're right. You've seen rising defaults in subprime credit for some time now, and now you've seen a number of subprime credit, automobile credit institutions.
These boxes are
having
always white.
significant losses,
Okay.
and some of
What
those
else can I
losses
add in
are now
terms of
showing up
information for these zones?
You know, we're looking at it carefully. We're paying close attention. I don't see at this point a broader credit issue. It doesn't seem to be something that has very broad application across financial institutions. But you know, we're going to be monitoring this quite carefully and making sure that that is the case.
And then separately, many, you yourself have said that we're in a bifurcated economy right now with high net worth individuals continuing to spend with the lower income pulling back. How much of consumer spending continuing hinges on the stock market remaining strong? In some odd way,
She
does the
says stock market.
help keep the economy buoyant?
So there's some relationship there, but remember, the more wealth someone has, the lower an additional dollar of wealth matters. So your marginal propensity to consume declines quite dramatically as you reach levels of stock market wealth. So, you know, the stock market it would affect spending if the stock market went down, but it wouldn't drop. It wouldn't drop sharply unless there were quite a sharp drop in the stock market.
Unless there were quite a sharp drop.
Income and wealth have a much higher marginal propensity to consume.
So now do the opposite.
An incremental dollar of income.
Here we go.
It's coming.
The stock market wealth. So I think it's certainly a factor supporting consumption right now. But and you would see it if you saw a material correction in spending. But
Hey, yo,
you shouldn't think that it'll dollar
I
for
grabbed
dollar
it
stop
different when my
consumption.
shit's about to break.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, brother.
I think he's supposed to be done talking here in
All
like
right,
5
well,
minutes anyway.
usually it gets a rip afterwards, but dog, that was a nothing burger mixed in with some righteous Powell anger.
Looks like Powell's
I
done.
don't think he liked what we had to say, let alone a lot of other people on Wall Street. I mean, his time is up, man. I know he would have probably liked to run for another, but yeah, man, not bad. I think now after the bell, if there's if the tech is good, I think everyone's going to forget about it. Otherwise, if it's bad and then now you got to worry about rate cut, your last hope would be your
These
boy
contracts should jump to
Donald
60
from
here.
China.
It just depends if you run up to number 5. So yeah, we'll give it a second.
Oh shit.
Slowing down around that midpoint, right?
Wait, what the fuck? Did that fill? Oh. Right. I would wrap a Rooney if you are gonna stay for
I'm just
earnings.
repeating
you
shit from
can.
earlier right now.
But yeah, we have the previews, or we had them there. Google, Microsoft.
I mean, we don't really need an
Meta.
AI bot
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys
for
see
that.
it? Like, I don't know if you
It's a
realize.
little bit more
like,
simpler, right? For like
my
Powell and
reaction
stuff
to
like that.
was all very meh. I made a
That
couple
could definitely be
plays
useful
that hit,
for like
but it was
testing
still,
tools, though.
and you got some of these tech going, but that was tiny. That first little reaction, everybody was being so dramatic, and I think Powell was being dramatic, but I just really don't think it did anything. So yeah. Oh yeah, you do have Chipotle. So we already got some exposure on that. Chipotle could be an interesting one. If I were you, you guys want me to tell you the two? There's two that I like besides your other ones. I'm gonna get rid of some too at the bell because those metas just jacked up. So I need to get rid of one. I might just do it now, but yeah, all meta did was go up. The China meeting's like tonight, tomorrow, pretty much. So yeah, it's Asia. Let me see if I can get rid of these. Fill me. Nice, it filled me. All right, I got rid of my meta calls. I have a couple sets, I think, but I got rid of one. No Trump tweet, but I'm sure he's saving it. He already went off on him this morning, but yeah, there a lot of that was just still odd, just in the sense of his like I'm saying, his reaction to. He's acting like he just saw everything for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what this was. It's Cambium Networks, unless this is a Korean play. There is going to be some Korean data center plays with NVIDIA. But yeah, this one doesn't have a headline. It went up 300%. They integrate with Starlink delivery. That was in the morning.
A company went up 600% for integrating with Starlink?
I think just be on the lookout
Nice.
for any of it, but you should be positioned. Best case, you'll be able to trade.
I'm trying to see which chart would be best for showing people.
Kind of assume
This is the one I used before.
info by the morning tomorrow as well too. So yeah, and then I'd wrap up. I'm gonna go through, wrap up some of these. I have 2 plays to look for, besides your typical ones. I don't. Can you guys handle it, or will it fuck with you if I tell you? I don't wanna fuck with you too bad, bro. You know, last time I said
bad things
Black
again.
Swan, don't think about it. You guys were like, think about it.
Shit.
No, man,
Right?
it's not. Man. You're ready for this jelly? I'm glad you phrased it like that. Yes.
What the fuck?
I think you are. As odd as that may sound. And then none of the long duration moved. Meta. Can't you see? Sometimes the long term hypnotize me. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of another set.
689.89.
Film it. Hold on, and I'll tell you after. Okay, why aren't you filling those, bro? I've been getting the weirdest fills today.
I got the feels. I got the feels.
$691.33.
What you thinking, Slug?
This bitch is not happy. She's gonna fall down. This bitch is angry, you know? Because, well, at the end of his fucking speech, it just kept going down instead of breaking through that last point. Where we thought it was gonna go up again.
Yep. That's what I'm looking at.
I don't have time for too late, Powell.
Do we get another
Real
knife
work to
though, or
do.
is it just gonna like little dippy dip?
I don't know.
And then
Still
some of
fuck
those chip
bouncy.
plays might lose
Bouncing between like $4 or $5 easy, even 20.
rates tomorrow after the
It
bell.
was at like 69.14, and then dropped all the way to 69.06, and then it was at 69.10, 69.11. Then dropped down $4 more.
It's still, dude, it's holding.
We haven't moved
odd
like,
today. I just think Powell
enough at all.
That was not too often you don't get much out of that.
So.
The Fed, even then, it's more earnings though. But I am glad you guys are prepared for that. Are you?
It is well.
You really should.
Let's see.
Or even Bitcoin didn't get
Yeah,
moved.
fucking $5 move today.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Let me see.
Alright. Well, I think I'm good. What's that PC? A lot of things are flushing actually right here.
Hey. It's gonna go down or up?
It's, looks like it's testing last time.
Yeah, I have a 116 point. Wait, was that? Yeah. On another chart.
That's weird. They're raising the.
Oh, there we go. Let's see.
All right.
Got monthly.
So here's your play. I don't know. These are just potential ones to the downside. But they're very hard to play. I only found
Did
like
you
one
make
or
that,
two
John?
cheap ones, and then. But if I tell everybody it's gonna go fucking nut, it'll fuck it up. Because it was already hard to find one with or without.
It's just chill. 683.
I don't know. At the risk of changing probabilities, do you still want me to tell you? Or do you want me to tell you the industry? And then that way you figure it out. How does that? We have what? 30 minutes? You still got time.
30 minutes? Okay, imagine this
Still
scenario.
got time.
We got 10 more for zero DTs.
Oh yeah, 40 minutes.
Yeah, Chipotle is after
But
the bell, I
I think
believe.
Weeble will kick us out of the contracts if we get some. Oh yeah, I think we can still get some. No, we can't.
You want a treasure hunt? All right.
Oh,
So
culinary
one
is
of them is like.
typing.
Actually, I don't even fucking know what it is.
Did he
I
cook?
know what it
Did he
is, but
cook?
let me be specific. Yeah, software. One of them is software related. It's usually way too out of budget to play, but there's some. And then autos. Pretty much what Powell just said about the auto industry. There's one available there if you would like to work. So yeah, happy hunting. Happy hunting, my friends.
You think it's gonna retest that today?
Oh my God, who's angry?
Imagine
forgot to mute
someone
the
just
other
started
chat.
beating the wall.
Somebody's breaking their phone against the desk.
You're good, bro.
Or maybe I was
I heard it earlier and I had a feeling.
I don't know, man. Get a lantern. Save yourself.
Nah, yeah, if he gets below number 5, the first thing you're looking for is just to fall down to number 8. If it holds on number 5,
in the game.
you're potentially going to see another retracement right back up to number 1, and then potentially number 4.
Straight up, I have been farting all day.
So it depends if it holds here.
I can't believe I got 7 hours.
Did you guys fucking hear this guy?
Wait, what he said?
Brought to you by
I've been farting all day.
somebody who just got here.
The fuck?
He's all, not gonna lie, I just been farting all day.
It is what it is.
Nah, random. Nah, yeah, Josh is...
I did not eat any avocado. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely something.
Oh my God.
It's weird, bro. A lot of stuff still like held up. That was so disappointing in so many ways, but I'm not too mad. Oh wait, I got one more. Hold on, that one might be hitting right now. No.
What could he
Okay.
possibly be about?
So that's organized, that's organized.
Other one is the long-term.
That's all perfect, that's all perfect.
See, sometimes the 10% just hypnotize me. I just love yo long-term way. Oh wait, if it's index related Q SPY, you could actually hold it for like 15 minutes. I forgot. In a weird way, you could kind of play earnings on some of those. But yeah, I trimmed some stuff here leading into it. We'll see where it can lead, Josh. God bless America.
Oh yeah, when he says the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, I was like,
Nah, yeah, he be doing that every morning.
I remember when I wouldn't catch you when you weren't on live, I would watch him or Matt Trades, and this fool would be going off in the morning saying the Pledge of Allegiance and then fucking just going off.
Water motion for bid construction.
Hell yeah.
Citgo parent auction.
That fool's hilarious.
I don't know what that is. Eggs and milk. I had cheese. I
Why
had
the fuck did cat just sound like Mario?
Yeah.
Because we were collecting so many gold coins.
I'm seeing the cat inside my house.
And then why do?
Well, there we go.
y'all
Now it's
probably
popping.
Gambling too much. Way too many of you like the trades, but you're not in the other room. It doesn't make sense. And then you guys can't be like, Josh, I love you. You're my family. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Why are you doing this? I'm like, cause you keep posting gambling plays, dog. Just listen. Why don't you guys just listen? That's all. Hopefully, y'all just be pumping on your friends, man. You know that? And I don't know if you have somebody in your life to tell you this, but like you need to stop pumping on your friends, or people that you call your friends. You should really understand what you're saying, because it's unacceptable. So may the Lord be with you. Okay. You have a hunch, but the auto one got you stumped. Well, it fucked up a lot of the probabilities, brother. I forgot. I told too many people, and then yeah, even without saying it, it literally moved. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see though. And then I didn't realize it till right now. We were kind of in the neighborhood, bro. If you really think about it, because I grabbed the visas, we should have just grabbed the physical. So that was there, bro.
There you go.
That was there.
That's everything updated. So now I don't think there's anything else I can update to this chart.
Sometimes, oh what?
Honestly.
I think it's done for the day.
I pulled a bid. I don't know if they filled me.
So for tomorrow, it's going to be a lot easier because we'll just have all this stuff done now. And then for chart number 7,
You'll never teach them how to try.
you're pretty much using the same damn levels as yesterday. That's the funniest thing in the world.
Be fucking pumping on random people. You know the hate love play? You know how many of you I saw on Twitter just pumping on random motherfuckers' head tops for no reason?
I mean, you could see like a quick little bit
Why
right
do you
here,
do that?
but it's not gonna go below that level right there. I don't think.
So yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Good luck.
684.08.
Good luck and God bless, man. I did. I drank lemon water. It helped a lot. I don't know why, bro. I woke up, bro. I just be shitting on the game, son. But yeah.
Unless they like hard slam it from 350 to close.
Couple more minutes left.
You think Jensen could save you? You turn to the Lord. Y'all think Jensen gonna save you? You think Jensen? You think when shit hit the fan, you think Jensen gonna be like, Jensen gonna hide? You know that Jensen cashed out a Billy already, dog. You think Jensen could save you?
Unless they do that because of hell, that
QQQs are
should
very juiced
ramp
because
up
of the earnings.
tomorrow.
So I'll tell the other chat though.
No, I agree, yeah.
I'm gonna just start.
I think the major move is going to happen soon.
Gamblers, I'm gonna say all the good shit and just mute it. So here's the reason. Yeah, there you go. How you claiming that's your homie and you pumped on him? If I was you, I would have saved one. Well, Chad, you got 20 minutes. I would wrap a Rooney, Chad and Dooney. And then earnings after the bell. I have all the estimates. We'll get the report. And then we'll be good to go. I don't think the chat has changed your life. You guys are no longer. You guys could say it, but I will be honest with you. Because I said I think a year ago, if you bring that up, you're a hoe. So you're a hoe.
Oh
And
my
it didn't
God.
change your life. And if it changed your life, stop gambling and get a lawn term. It's very simple. I don't know why they don't believe me, bro. That's why, I think people say that to get good grace with other chats. And you guys, I don't know. I don't trust any of you. Because this is what I'm saying. And then you go and drop a play. You go and be like, yo, it changed my life. What do you think about TLT 1 day, half a day, out the money, in the money contract? Josh, I'm confused. I love you. Thank you for the education. Praise Jesus. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you bringing Jesus into this now? I don't think you listen to anything. I think you ignored all of it. And now somebody got your mind, dog. They got your mind. You could have had the pure truth right in your fucking face. And you're like, nah. So yeah, I'm just saying. Y'all gotta prove it. Prove it. It changed my life, but my whole culture, both online and offline, reflect nothing of what you taught, except the fact I know what in the money and out the money is. Praise Jesus. Man, y'all better watch out. You better hope I don't learn how to fucking command lightning and shit. That's why God won't let me. You know that? God know. That's why he said everything else I give you authority, Josh. Cause I'd be like, enough of this. I got a lot to learn. I guess I'll just tear down the Asherah poles. But shit, man. The difference is the difference. I don't trade butterflies, but I feel like I've been shitting them out all day. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. It's been a while. I don't trust me. Why would I trust you? I know, bro. I just went from like 5 years, and I do. It's all peace and love, but I was like, violence, motherfucker. I don't even trust Josh. Why the fuck would I trust you? Get a long term. You could trust the long term. You know, I may not live right, but at least I know the Bible's right. I may not live right, but at least I know a fucking solid standard to compare it to. And then I don't try to bend it to get you to do shit. Do I? No, get the fuck away from me. I think it's easy, man. I think it's easy. We overthink it. I should have held that meta a little longer. It's cool. It's cool. I don't even want that. That's good. We'll see it. You got a lot to prove, everybody. That's why, bro. The other guy didn't even get it. You know that, bro? I was on one of the you guys would say like the wildest shit, and you'll be like on Twitter. I love looking at your guys' followings, man. You know that? Can I call some of you out? Like, for real, bro. If you be following a bunch of OnlyFans chicks, dog, just what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Okay? I would respect you more if you just, like, go talk to girls. Do anything you... Bro, I said it. I said, dog, homeboy is following like 10 people. And the first one say 90% off OnlyFans, emoji, eggplant, peach. And I'm like, what the fuck you trying to get any conversation of anything I've said with me? I'm like, you following that? It's a private account. You requested that bitch. And she accepted it, you motherfucker. You don't think... I'm like, what's wrong? And then a lot of y'all, I didn't listen. That's a different one. I'm not as concerned about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as concerned. They're slandering Bradley. Yo, they are slandering Bradley. Oh, dude. Dog, that's great. They really are be slandering the peach, bro. You know? That's what I'm saying. How y'all see the peach every day and y'all... God, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How dare y'all? How dare you know I'm pissed now. It's so funny. I'm pissed. For real, bro. You saw the peach every day and you like, nah, booty hole. 90% off. It's not even real. If it was real, I would say, okay, it's understandable. It's... Lord. Alright. So I don't want to fucking hear it. He said he had no idea. He said you're speaking coded language. No, bitch, it's not. So yeah, but a lot of y'all, I haven't gone to that stage yet, but we will eventually. Yeah, y'all getting blocked, bro. Listen, bro. God. If half of your following, that's what I'm saying. Why are you even doing me like that? What do you think someone gonna say? Be like, yeah, he likes really good stock information and a bunch of OnlyFans hoes. How did I give you that impression? What the fuck are you using Twitter for? What the fuck? You're fucking whacking it? And then between every fucking 5 whacks, you're like, oh, the GDP, consumer, yeah, dope. Oh, what?
Okay.
So no, bro, no. You're geeking? I'm sure they are too, bro. Terrible. 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 Fucking repent.
Let's see.
No, don't even repent. Block me, bitch. Block me. Block me. Can y'all block me? Can we flip it? I was hoping I would get annoying enough where you would block me. But no, you're like, let me go follow some OnlyFan hoes instead. How did you get there? This makes no sense.
Oh my god.
Gosh. I'm the light, bitch. You can't surround the light by a bunch of cleavage. It's not gonna do what you think. What kind of light is there? Or what are we talking about? A fleshlight? Exactly. Shut the fuck up, all of y'all. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. Enough of this shit, dude. Y'all don't get. This is off the top of my head. Do you understand? You want me to fucking chat GPT this shit? And I could lay it out. I could put it through my models and shit if you would like. And explain to you how fucking batshit this is. What happened to your culture? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, there it goes. Run. Is it running? You guys
Wait
have it
till
running?
the other chat hear that, bro.
Now it's green.
Ridiculous. That's all. That's why. Don't fucking like change my life. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Just respectfully. And I would appreciate it if you disassociated with any of that, because we will not make any real change. If you think I changed your life and you live in any way that did not improve anything, I think somebody else changed your life, dog. I think I might have been in the vicinity, but I don't think that was me. You might cuss a little more. Maybe I could see that. You're like, Josh, I say the fuck word a lot. Okay, I get that. You know that? Josh, you're a role model. Bitch, how many times you read your Bible? Oh, and so, but Josh, you cuss. Exactly, I need it. You need it more than... Lord. It's loneliness and comfort zone addiction. Oh, okay, I understand. Get that the fuck away from me. I don't want to be lonely. I don't want a comfort zone. I don't want to be addicted. Bitch, pick a side. That's what I've been trying to tell them. So yeah, this is what I believe, you guys. Do you not understand? Do you not get it? Do you not? This is where, oh man, I don't know how. This is, somebody's still gonna be at watch. The first tweet I get, I already know what it's gonna look like. So yeah, bro. I don't want any explanation. Don't explain anything. Explain it to God. That's what you should do. Go to the Father, not me. That's it. I'm yelling. I'm gonna just go on. It's time, brother. We have no more. Oh, look, it's closed. Tell Canagra. Tell God. Don't tell me. But you go to him. Nah, man. It's simple. It's simple. So woosah, motherfucker. 10 minutes.
Woosah. Oh my god, this fucking guy.
The idea of someone's feed consisting of financials and ass is hilarious. No, dude.
Financials and ass.
It's more than one person. Do you guys think this is... That's why y'all ain't seen the shit I've seen. I don't think you realize... That's why I think the Lord really did test me, brother. You know, in this whole time, I don't know why I was being so nice to all of this intolerable behavior. But you know what? My mama raised me, bro. She beat the shit out of me. And you know what? She was telling me Hollywood was a bunch of PDF files since the fucking 90s and the 80s, brother. So, you know what? I'm glad. I get it now. I understand it now. You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today.
Yeah, bro. It's too much. I know. Meta's ripping. I had to free it up, bro. It's all good, though. Water. No way, bro. Those ghetto Qs popped. That's crazy, dog. Yeah, bro. Premium's jacking up. Feel me, bitch. Now they're up. That's crazy. They stayed break even, but now they're gapping up like the meta. That's what I'm saying. It's that way. Yep, I'm out of it now. All right. That's beautiful. I have another set, but I had a big one that was just chilling. It did nothing. And now it made money doing nothing at a lower price. You thought it was meta? Do you want me to tell you? You have 7 more minutes, but they already jacked them up. Literally. And then that CNC hit too. Interesting. MasterCard to acquire Zero Hash in $2 billion deal. That's crazy, bro. All of the Qs now are fucking green. Quite fascinating. Oh shit, I have some more. I forgot. I'm gonna hold the other one. They're not Qs. They're another one, but same concept. Emma, remember Philip Morris did bad, so or Philip Morris, it wasn't like too bad, but then they sold off, but you never got any of that moving, right? I mean, maybe it will be good, but for now, the state PayPal's getting wrecked. Then Broadcom with the rip. All right, man. Final 5. Wrap up your plays, repent. I don't know, man. Just make a good decision. It starts with everything, not just, literally everything. It's all connected, motherfucker. Oh man. So yeah, good luck. SF, what's this? Stifle? Cart and Dash, a lot of things are popping here at the end. Microsoft, I think Microsoft refused to move. I kept the delay at a minute today because of Powell. So it would have been a lot longer, but I had graciousness in my heart. Someone was like, I figured it out now. No, bitch, I was being nice. That's what y'all have misread for a very long time. Okay, and if you don't wake up early, we're not friends. Listen, bro, if your average wake-up time is 11 a.m. on any time zone, I don't fuck with you. I can't. Okay? Thank you. And you know, if none of this applied to you, my brother, I'm glad that you're here right now. And I look forward to more. Because this, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm glad some of y'all let it show, bro. In so many ways. So God bless.
Oh man, does it hit 688? That's all I'm saying.
Euro close blocked. See, y'all get. Wolf. I'm surprised that you guys weren't allowed to pump that one. I thought more people would have pumped the bankrupt one though. Spy, bro, yeah. Dude. I can't believe that was just nothing. Today was a giant nothing burger. But 2 minutes, you guys. So wrap it up. Meta, Google, Microsoft, they're the big boss. Oh, wait, did Homeboy want me to tell him the plays or no? They're already fucked, dude. Literally, they were 10 cents on the ask. Now they're not. None of them are. I got him. Yeah, what the fuck? I made 500% apparently. Just by saying an industry. That's amazing. I don't think it'll fill though. I would have filled it if it would have. There's one more. What was the other one? Well, Chad, Rapparooney, you only have 1 minute! You have more than that. That's just to mess with you on the delay. So, it's not that confusing if I'm being clear about it. Yeah, what now, motherfucker? Rubik's Cube. What? Oh, no, left, right, green, right, red. Get a long term. No, you have no idea. Fucking,
Oh shit, it's gonna hit 88. It's gonna hit 88.
I mess with you on real time. I know, man. Just
Oh,
fucking pay attention.
baby, 20 cents away.
That's the point. They're like, yo, man, Josh, I think your chart's wrong. No, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. That's why the chart doesn't match up. Do you even have a platform?
Bam,
Do you
hit
even
88.
know what this S&P 5... So 30 seconds remaining. Get ready for earnings. I will have all the previews up, so you'll know where to compare them to.
People
There's
putting
Meta.
this rebound is sus.
I think that one's going to be the biggest
Stupid
one.
ass.
Google, just because they hate us. But then Microsoft, too. And then the other ones that you know the industries about. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll keep these up. That's app. Some of them are going to come out a little later. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, did Google already drop? I think they already dropped the Googs, bro.
Oh shit, I gotta pick my kids.
No, I think it's just tweaking. And now look at the queues after hours. Yeah, bro, something has to... What the fuck is happening? My thing is lagging, bro. Well, yeah, there's that queues for you. Couple of others moved. And then remember, you could still trade SPY, Q, and all of that. Yeah, you're still able to. That's what we just said, motherfucker. That's what we just said. That is what we just said. Good times, good times. All right, but yeah, SPY's gonna move. Now you're going down, but everything is still. You got 15 minutes on the index. Oh, my shit is just crawling, bro. All right. Well, Chad, good game. You could drop them. I'm gonna get you some of the earnings. I see Google, but I don't see the report. It's very, very odd, and then the queues just keep ripping. Google's not out yet. Oh, dude. I want the Meta.
Alright, I'm gonna close this position here.
Order filled.
Trump tweeted. It looks like they all just tweet. Microsoft has cloud, so you know there's gonna be a lot of ways to pull that one. I don't know. No, Trump hasn't. I think Trump is literally working. I know that's hard to believe for what the president's role would be, but yeah, no, he's really out here. Cause I think he's been in meetings all day. That's it for now. Oh, Alphabet. There's Google. All right. Right in front of you. So revenue, EPS was 287. Do I have the... I didn't even pull that one up. So yeah, Google just came out. EPS was 287. I don't know what the estimate was. Let's go. Wow, revenue was 102. They fucking ripped it. 99.97, operating margin of 31. That looks like a beat. Net revenue 34.98. Where's ads?